So, you're off to sleep. But to be honest, I'm not really tired yet. I figured I would play Graveyard Keeper, a game I've never played before, just until I want to fall asleep myself. If that sounds relaxing to you, then feel free to watch while you fall asleep. Let's get started. It's an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there's a place for loving and feeling loved, especially when you know that someone misses you. What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits you ahead. But I need to get home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He'll help you sort everything out. Who? What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Jerry. Alright. So we sort of wake up in this tavern, I guess. And apparently this is not familiar to our character. Nor is it familiar to me. This will be my first playthrough of Graveyard Keeper, and I don't really have any expectations at all. Seems like we can interact with different things in this tavern. Okay. There's a fireplace, cooking table, a chest, and a bed. It doesn't seem like there's much worthwhile doing yet, so let's follow this objective marker. Okay, so we're outside in a sort of marshy environment. I do want to explore, but I feel like the first thing we should do is knock out the starting quest here, so let's interact with this grave. Wants us to hold F. Okay, so a skull kind of jumps out. He says, "Are you Jerry?" Why would you think I'm Jerry? A man with a red eye told me that I need to dig up Jerry. A red eye? I remember. Oh, Sard, that's right. I'm Jerry. How did you find me? The man told me that you'd answer all my questions. Good. But first, let me ask you, who are you and where the Sard are we? I'm not sure what that means. I must be dreaming. None of this can be real. You're the new Graveyard Keeper. What else do I remember? Let me think. And that's the skull. That's Jerry speaking. I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. I think they're referring to like a bell sound. Okay, there's a couple of overlapping dialogues here. The skull is telling me to go and talk to this donkey. He says, something is very wrong with that animal. He could be dangerous. Okay. He seems fine. Donkeys of the world, unite. You've unlocked a new technology and got blueprint. Okay. And the donkey says, got a fresh corpse from the town. Wow, a talking donkey. And then we stare at each other in silence. He says, you can understand me. Let's talk. Who are you? I'm cheap labor. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for that capitalist bastard who owns it. And I only earn 5 carrots a day. This situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends that he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyways, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one, and I'll bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. And it looks like he dropped off a corpse. Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. Okay. What for? I feel like we should take it to the morgue. I don't remember why exactly, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fun and might be profitable. Oh, I'm going to puke. He says, let's do it. Yeah, I probably would throw up as well. Okay, so we have a corpse here, and you can kind of just push it around. Maybe I can pick it up. Okay. So, it has like a percentage on it. Jerry says, I like this place. Feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table. Slice some flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters. And my character is displeased. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the sard up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade the meat and the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me. Okay. You've unlocked new technology and got a blueprint. Preparation place. Another blueprint called palate. And extract of type flesh. Okay. Let's put the corpse on the table and perform the autopsy. There's a UI with a couple of icons that I don't really understand yet. We can take the body, which seems pointless, and we can click on the body parts, and there's one. It's flesh, and it just kind of looks like a little cube. I'm glad they didn't make it too gross. The flesh says, study, not complete, crafted at preparation place, comma, preparation place 2. Okay. If I click on it, we have the option to extract the flesh. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And I'm going to hold F to work. Interesting. Okay, it says, you've unlocked a new technology and got create of type burger, create of type sandwich, and create of type baked meat. Hopefully they're not referring to the body. And my character says, that's disgusting. Jerry says, you'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know. Let's bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in the graveyard. So we extracted some of its flesh, and now we're going to bury it. Very civil. It's quite misty out today. Jerry says, let's bury it. Tutorial, blueprint desk. Use the blueprint desk at the graveyard. Make a site for the grave, then dig it with your shovel. Carefully put the body, or what remains of it, in the grave. Bury, decorate. Warning, do not use goat skulls and upside down stars for decoration. I wonder if that's a joke or if that's a genuine warning. Alright, let's put the corpse down and select build. We have the option to build a gravesite, a flower bed, or to remove something. We're going to build a gravesite. And yeah, it looks like we can just place it in any of these plots. I'm going to go ahead and put it by this old tree. Alright, let's take the body and hold F. Oh, we have to first dig up the gravesite, of course. Now that's done, we can enter the corpse. I've never heard that word before. And hold F once again to bury it. Nicely done. This burial certificate, I remember, money, alcohol. Alcohol. I sure used to like it a lot. Oh, Sard, here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue, waiting for my beer. And the bishop says, Dear me, I'm so tired. Why? Why do I have to come here every week? The bishop looks about as you would imagine. He has a bishop's hat, and he takes out a mirror and looks at himself in a very smug fashion. Let's interact with him. He says, Oh dear, the new keeper. We've been expecting him for 30 years, but he pretends there's nothing wrong. He kind of looks to the side and says, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There's no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. We have a UI that says tutorial, locations, current location name, and points to a UI. Another, I guess it's like telling me what my HUD means. And then there is important location information, the graveyard quality, the church appeal, etc. Repair graves to increase the graveyard's overall quality. You'll probably need special resources to do that. Okay. You've unlocked a new technology and got create of type wooden marker. As soon as your graveyard quality is at least 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. He laughs. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every... And there is a mysterious icon. My character says, maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it you come here? It's part of my duty. The unpleasant part, it's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals, I'm just here to represent his might and glory. He laughs. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. You've unlocked a new technology and got blueprint of type Bishop's Choice. Okay, and now we have a dialogue menu. So this is the first time we've had a choice to actually decide what we want to say. I can say, I'm not the keeper. I was going home from work. I could say, how can I fix the graveyard? Ask about the certificate again, or leave. I might as well choose the first option to see if we can learn a little bit more about why we're here. I need to go home. There's a talking skull. He forced me to butcher a corpse. Ah, a fine joke. I'm a humorist myself. Here's one. Who is B.B.? Who? I am. And he laughs. Blessed and beautiful. Okay, I'll laugh. Alright, let's leave. If you run out of repair kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. And we have a tutorial. To craft new items, you'll need to unlock the relevant technology. This costs tech points. Press tab to open the technology tree. Red points represent your handcrafting skills and your ability to work with materials. Green points represent your knowledge about the nature of things and nature itself. Blue points represent your spiritual knowledge of the immaterial world. You'll get your first blue point at the study table in the church basement. You earn points simply by doing anything. Also, you can get points by studying new items at a special table. And we've unlocked a new technology and got blueprint of type stockpile or stone stockpile, and maybe a skill gathering stone rock. You can collect a small piece of stone from a small rock or get a huge piece from a big one. You've unlocked a new technology. There's quite a few UIs. I'll kind of read through this quickly. So we unlocked a blueprint of type timber stockpile, gathering skill small tree felling, and gathering skill stick. Okay, so that seems to wrap up all of the introduction dialogues and menus. It starts us off looking at the tab screen, and we can preview our character and our technologies and known NPCs. We have the graveyard keeper, so that's us, the bishop, the donkey, and Jerry. And it looks like we can also see the quests that we have for each of these characters. There's a map as well, and our inventory. I have the burial certificate and a chunk of flesh. Alright, so that's the tab menu. There's a container here that looks like the rural service box. It will start working once the church opens again. I see. So the church is here in the center of the graveyard and the door is locked. Let's check out this container. We have a wooden repair kit, a stone repair kit, a rusty axe, a rusty pickaxe, and a rusty hammer. Let's take it all. Okay. I see. So our graveyard that we manage has a lot of -1 icons all over the place. And it looks like they are essentially representing the detraction of, I guess, appeal for our graveyard. So we should probably fix that eventually. Oh, it's the quality. So we have a -29 quality. However, before we worry about that, I think I'd like to go into town and buy Jerry his beer. For some reason, even though it's not a beer for me, that sounds quite pleasant to do. is very far away. And it looks like we're here at the village. There's a sign that says Dead Horse Tavern, and it's pointing us to a nice little tavern. Let's go ahead and enter. This is about as you'd expect. Let's speak to the bartender. Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I am Haradric. How can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today and things have been crazy since then. He looks off to the side and says, "Oh, sorry. How could I not have recognized you?" Good. This is good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? About this burial certificate. The bishop told me that you would buy my burial certificate. Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to the ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Very interesting. So he is the head of the village? Of course, only if I have any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. Interesting. I'd like to trade you some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. Okay. Many years ago, there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. And I don't need any trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? Actually, no. I don't even want to know where you can get unauthorized meat, but wow, it really looks good. But without a stamp, my hands are tied. Where can I get this stamp? Oh, you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it'll cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. He looks to the side. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every... There's an icon that I can't describe. I guess it's like a female icon. I think they describe their months and days with icons. So that'll be a bit interesting to read. And he says, "Oh, Keeper, could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith, Kresvald?" Sure, where can I find him? The southeastern corner of the village. Okay, so just to review, because I missed that last line of dialogue. He says, find a stamp and sell meat to Haradric. It doesn't tell me that last detail, but maybe it's this woman right here. She says, you must be the new graveyard keeper. So I've been told, but how did you know? Oh, if you live as long as I have, you'll probably learn how to read people too. But where's my manners? I'm Miss Jane. I think that's who I'm looking for. Haradric's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He's in charge around here. He's not only the tavern keeper, but also the elected head of the village. Besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is sell you some recipes. And she just kind of redirects me Was this who I was supposed to talk to? Let me talk to Heradric again. Okay. Find a stamp and sell me to Heradric. I see. I'm probably just gonna have to talk to a bunch of people. There seems to be people that are willing to talk and people that aren't. Let's wander around a little. There's a few bedrooms in the tavern, and although I can see through them with the top-down camera, I'm not able to enter. There's a back door, but I can't exit either. And there's someone at the table here that I can speak with. Let's see what he has to say. His name is Captain. Bad luck, not today. Oh, that's all he wants to say. All right. We also have Wagner. And he says, I'm not in a good mood. Go away. All right. So I missed an important detail about Snake. But maybe we could just look for him. And check the obvious position behind the tavern first. There's someone here, but now he doesn't want to talk. Alright. I think the first thing we should do is bring the letter to Cresvold the blacksmith and return. So we need to look for a blacksmith. I'm guessing we'll be able to tell by the looks of his house. I think I see him down here. Yes, there's an anvil. Thankfully, he's still out late at night in the rain. He says, what are you staring at? Nothing, I'm just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are? Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Cresvold. And I can give him the letter for plus 10 happy faces. I have a letter for you from Heradric. A letter, of course. 1 minute away and he can't be bothered to come himself. I guess old habits never die. Thank you. Sorry for my nagging. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again. Heradric has asked me to get rid of them. I don't have the time for those pesky little green bastards, but maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with a whetstone on the grinder right behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need to repair your shovel sometime. If you manage to kill him, bring me their remains and I'll spare you some materials. They should be right up the other side of my house, near the puddles. And we have a tutorial. It says different actions in the game spend your energy. Crafting, gathering, and fighting take energy. Fighting has been known to take health as well. Press space to attack. You can always refill your health and energy with food and potions. Press tab to open inventory. Sleeping will also restore your health and energy. Interesting. Okay, let's leave and use the grindstone. Pick a resource to use. We'll take our broken sword and our whetstone and craft. And we have to hold F to work. It seems like your energy does expend throughout the day, but it's not nearly as fast as some other games like Stardew Valley. And I like that. I want to be able to kind of work and play through the night a little bit. Alright, so we have a sword. You don't have to equip it. You can just click space and they'll attack. Let's go for these slimes. Alright, that was very easy. Everybody seems to be too busy standing around to do any work. Alright, I can go back to Cresvold and let him know that I defeated the slimes. He says, "Good job, take this whetstone, just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be good as new." Very well. And he's also, I think we unlocked the skill to create green and red jelly. Hopefully not from the slimes, but knowing this game, I believe that's the case. So we can go back to the tavern, and I forgot his name already, but we can let him know that the slimes are taken care of. Hopefully then he might give us a little bit of money. Okay, it cuts to, as we enter the tavern, a woman saying, "You want to be loved by me." And she's kind of saying some gibberish and nonsense. Let's first talk to Heradric, because we are business oriented. "It's good you know how to use a sword. Cresvold told me about how you helped him. That's funny, he must have texted you. Here, have a beer, it's on the house." I'd love to drink that. Alright, let's leave. Let's see what this woman wants. Her name is Miss Charm. Miss Charm Monroe has unlocked, or I guess she's helped us to unlock a new blueprint of type Miss Charm Monroe. Don't quite understand what the blueprints are yet. I say hi, and she says, "What do you want?" "I'm a graveyard keeper, and I wanted to ask you some questions." "I see. You know how many times a day I hear that same mumbling?" "I have no time for you, little man. Come back when you have more faith in yourself." Interesting. I believe, it says demonstrate that you are worth talking to. And someone else asks if he can have a moment with us. What did Miss Charm tell you? Literally to go away. Always so classy. She would never talk to just anyone. I'm not just anyone. I'm the local graveyard keeper, soon to be prior of the local church. How primitive. I'm a well-known poet. I'm certain small circles. Oh, in certain small circles. My name is Wagner. One day I'll read my poem to her, and then we'll... But first I need to write it, and I am catastrophically out of paper and ink. Maybe you can get me some. Not sure why I would help you. You've unlocked a new technology and got perk of type journalist. You notice the little things about people. Put these things together and you'll have a story. Sometimes you can get stories from dialogues. Interesting. I can give him paper and ink. You may have some of it in your church, or you can make it. I'm just not used to manual labor, but a skillful man such as you can surely do it easily. Also, you could get some from the old astrologer. He used to go to the lighthouse every moon. He was my supplier before we had this ridiculous fight. Okay. Let's go and do this later. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my beer to Jerry. After all, Jerry is my first friend. So walking back through the town, we pass a farm and a beautiful wheat field. I love fields like this. And then after the wheat field, it's mostly just a passageway, taking us back to the graveyard. Oh, and Jerry jump scares us from a bush. He says, "Where have you been?" "I was at the village. This place is so weird, but it feels so real." and everybody is okay with me just appearing out of nowhere. He said, "You're stealing my thoughts." Stealing? I remember there's a cellar in your cottage. Some provisions must be stored there. Okay, and we unlocked a new technology and got gathering of type edible mushroom, a berry, and an apple. Wheat, exactly. I remember baking bread from it and pies. Sweet berry pies. We also unlocked dough, pastry dough, and bread. Toast, onions, or onion toast. Oh, that's good with beer. You know what? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me beer and I'll tell you a lot of important stuff, like how you can get home. Questions? Ask about this small road. Ask about the village. And how can I get home? Let's ask about the small road. It was rhetorical. Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yes. You smartass. I'll be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Where is his place, and why wouldn't he let me give him the beer now? He sort of just disappeared. We might as well check the grave that we dug him up from. It's no longer there. Okay, let's check our house. We can enter the cellar now. It pans to some kind of There's a man and he says, "I'll come here every night if I have to, but I'll get through eventually." And I got an achievement that said Shady Snake, so my guess is that that is the snake that we're looking for. The graveyard keeper says, "Looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch." Interesting. So in order to clear the path, I need a couple of wooden wedges, a wooden plank, and simple iron parts. And that'll bring us to Snake, hopefully. However, we don't have wooden wedges or wooden planks. I'm gonna try and cut down a couple things and see if that gives us anything. It definitely drains our energy very quickly. Okay. Not seeing anything here worthwhile. There's a recipe. But no cherry. Let's go back upstairs. Okay. Don't see Jerry anywhere here. Where could he be? Maybe he's at the graveyard. Perhaps his home is the morgue. That's right. He's there on the box. He says, "Hey, where's my beer?" Give him a beer for plus 20 happy faces. Ah, what a disappointment. I think I need something stronger. Alright, you seem like a decent guy, so here's some advice. Stop running around bragging that you're from another world. Today you whisper that to a drinking buddy in a tavern, and tomorrow your face is on every pole in the town. So if you want to keep yours, just stop. Maybe he's right. I should be more careful. So what was your question? I've unlocked that I have some questions because I have a 20 happy face. I guess that's a reputation. So I can say, how can I get home? Easy. I'm sure you could use the portal on Witch Hill. So I just need to go through it, or what? Do I need to turn it on first? I obviously don't have a brain inside here, so I'm not sure where this knowledge is coming from. I've told you everything I can remember. Maybe some books from the library could help you. Wow, the church has a library in its cellar. Or maybe astrologer knows something. He's a smart man. He used to steal books from libraries when he was a kid. How can I get to the library? Obviously through the church, and I think your wine cellar might be connected to the church cellar. Interesting. Oh, even the morgue is connected. There's a network of tunnels down here. Net. I used to like fishing. I remember fishing. Once I got a fish, this sard, I've got no hands to show how big it was. But believe me, it was huge. Sometimes the wording of the dialogue is, the phrasing is not what I'd expect, and it reads kind of weird. He says, I hate fishtails. And once, you know what? I need to go. Sure. It's nice to have legs. Don't forget to bring me some wine. Alright, do we have wine? Actually, let me finish asking him all of my questions first. So it says I can ask about the astrologer, and I think he's the one that knows of the portal. He says, oh, he's so smart and very cheerful, though I don't know him personally, I think. But his wine was the best, and he was a big friend of the lighthouse keeper. They used to hang out at the lighthouse every moon. Where is the lighthouse? He says, somewhere near, let's see, Sardit. I don't remember. All these questions are so frustrating. You're not a very good friend, you know. Let me just leave. So there's seasons or cycles in the top left, and it doesn't really tell us anything about them. It seems relevant to the way that NPCs behave and interact. But yeah, we can't interact with that UI or really inquire about these cycles in any other way, so I suppose it's just a mystery for now. Let me look at my known NPCs. Just review what exactly my quests are. I need to find Snake, which I've identified now as being somewhere in these basement cellar type places. Jerry wants his bottle of wine. Miss Charm will not speak with us until we demonstrate that we're worth talking to. And Wagner wants 10 paper and 1 ink. So I think his quest is probably the most doable now. Let's return to Wagner and inquire about this paper and ink. Actually, he did mention that I might be able to make it myself in, was it in the church cellar? Let me check. I don't believe I can open the church yet. Yes, it's still locked. Let's check my house. And I'm gonna look in the cellar one last time. Actually, maybe it's here on this blueprint desk. It says you can use a blueprint desk to access the building interface and start building or removing objects in the area. Some objects will be built immediately. Some of them will need a little extra work with your hammer. This will spend time and energy. You know what? While we're here, we might as well go to sleep. That way we can have a full bar of energy. And you sort of just lie in the bed until you're ready to wake up. We wake up and there is a genie next to us. He says, "This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you think you are?" "I'm the new graveyard keeper." "Hooray, a kipper. Wow, I've been here for, how long?" I'm Yorick. I'm so lonely. Poor me. It's too bad you're here. Wait, no, on the contrary, I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. We'd really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sounds like something you could help us with. I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Jerry only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick, and he's Jerry. Funny. Ah, that half-dead skull, that jealous bastard. He laughs. He can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Who am I kidding? It's terrible here, especially that guy down in the lower right corner grave. He's so mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the river. I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. What license? You're such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. And we were given an I don't know how to pronounce this. Where did it go? Exhumation permission. So I guess you can... oh, it looks like I'm tracking mud through my house. That's very funny. It looks like you can only dig up a body once per permit. Why don't we go ahead and do that, since it seems to really be disturbing that man Yorick. Was that his name? I think he said it was the man in the bottom right. Let's just double check. He's a spirit with a complicated perspective on life. However, the quest does not actually... Okay, so we can go up to the grave and remove the body. And it looks like it won't give us permission to do the incorrect body, so the permit actually pertains to the specific body. And there's some kind of diagram here, and I really don't quite understand it, but let's go ahead and dig up this body. It says, are you sure? Yes. I'm gonna dig now. Pick up the corpse. And go dump him in the river. I'm guessing that's down in this direction. Generally, the rivers are south. Oh, it's over here. And I can just throw... Yeah, let's just throw it as far down as possible. And there it goes. It's very unpleasant. What do you think you're doing here, says Jerry. A ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what, now you're going to do everything he asks? It's not like he can do anything to you. He's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I'd never do anything like that because we're friends. But you get my point, right? Anyways, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. Do you know where that river leads? Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. The river, somewhere down to the town, I think. How can I burn a body? You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. You need fire and some wood. It's a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You need a nice, quiet place, like the place I used for my meditation, across the road from the mortuary entrance, near the cliff. Okay, and we have a tutorial. Each important character who the graveyard keeper meets will appear on the character screen. The character relation from 0 happy faces to 100 is shown below the character. The tasks related to a character are listed to the right of the character. Some services require a certain level of relation. Okay, we know that. Thank you. And Jerry's gone. So, I wonder if I need to... recover that body and, properly dispose of it. But the river sort of trails down south, and from what I can tell, there's no way to follow. It seems to be blocked off by rubble and this cliffside. So we might as well move on. I'm forgetting where I saw York, but I think he was in my room. Maybe we can go back and interact with him. Actually, my guess is he won't come back until we go to sleep. So let's wait until we're tired again. For now, I'm gonna look for... who was it again? The scrolling is kind of quirky. It doesn't... Oh, you can scroll with the mouse. Wagner. Let's go look for him again. I'm guessing at a certain point, maybe the best thing we can do is explore. And once I start getting a little bit more tired, maybe I won't want to quest as much and I'll just kind of wander around. But for now, I still have some energy. I am very curious, however, about which direction, or rather what is up north of this wheat field. And it's a man named Miller. He says, "The mill is broken, sorry. If you need something milled, you better go to the town." That's too bad, but I have nothing to mill. I tell him I live at the graveyard. "Keeper, nice to meet you. I have some old reserves you may find useful." Let's trade. Okay, so he trades flour. I'm not interested. I can enter his house, but it says the door is closed until I have 80 reputation with Miller. Very well. There's a grave in the wheat field, and going south, we find another house. There's the farmer's son, and he says, "I need to finish my chores or father will be terrifyingly angry." I'll leave him be. The farmer says, "Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying, even if it's drugs or magic elixirs. I'm just looking around. I don't know what's happening, but everyone is telling me that I'm a graveyard keeper." "Oh, then you're even worse than those shifty traveling merchants. I must say, your whole profession is a fraud, and I don't like you. Now that I've made my position clear, we can do business." No thank you. Looks like he has a couple of apple trees and different vegetables. I wonder if I can steal these. Looks like I can, actually. I plan to take all of his belongings, since he wasn't very nice to us. I wonder if he'll say something. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I can sell them back to him. No. Alright. His roof appears to be damaged. I wonder if we'll fix that later and improve our relationship with him. Moving on to the town. Let's go back into the Dead Horse. And speak with Wagner once again. Ask where to find paper and ink. Okay, so he did say that already. We can check our church. Ah, right, the old astrologer. Alright, I'm gonna guess the lighthouse. Well, I really don't know. Let's take a look at the map. So it's kind of got this fog of war where it doesn't show us places we haven't been. I guess we just have to wander around. The path to the town is closed. You need a town pass. I don't have one. Let's check another direction. There's a strange old man sitting here. His name is Dig. This guy must be crazy. You think I'm crazy? No, I don't think so. I'm just trying to stay positive. And I know what truly matters. What? Do you think he can understand? No, Dig, he won't. Because he can't see. Okay, then I'll tell him a sweet lie. The only thing that matters are peace and herbs and nice, sweet things. Sweet like honey. Bring me some honey and I'll teach you how to make a cake. Cake is the best. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. There's something hidden here behind the trees. It's, locked. It's a very, very large map. I think we are pretty much at the edge here. I do see a telescope here. Oh, it looks like we found the lighthouse. But I've kind of taken the round way about and I can't go this way. Just gonna come back around. Alright, let's speak with the lighthouse keeper. The lightkeeper says, "Holy mackerel, boy. You look like someone who desires to be part of the magic world of fishing. I don't know much about fishing. Lucky you, I know a whole lot about fishing. It's so relaxing and it can be profitable, plus fish are really tasty. Sounds great, I'm in. Smart choice, my boy. I'll provide you with everything you need and teach you how to cook fish." Okay. I'd like to learn how to cook fish. Can you show me how to do it? You can always just grill it, but personally, I like to slice it and fry the slices in oil. Then just pop fish sticks in your mouth. And we unlocked baked fish, fish soup, and fish nuggets. And you know what else? When you eat fish, you start to think like a fish. All good fishermen always eat a lot of fish. All I need is a rod. Do you have one you can give me? That I do, my boy. I have an old one, but I'm not handing it over as a gift. I'll ask you to bring me some moths. They're good as bait, but you can only catch them at night. I can't hardly make out anything when it's dark. Okay. So I thought that the lightkeeper would tell us about the ink in the paper. Am I mistaken? Can I go inside? No. He doesn't have any paper to trade. So he needs moths. I see. It's not exactly straightforward what we're supposed to do, and that's fine. Let's just continue to wander around. There's a beach. Looks like this is a good place to fish. But of course, I need a fishing rod first. There's also a mysterious mound of sand here, but apparently I need technology. Interesting. Okay, we have a new guest here, and I say, I smell something tasty and smoky. If you're looking for someone to read your palm, then you should go to the town. Everybody there is scrambling to earn enough to buy a scrap of bread. Okay. That's a wonderful smell. What smells so good? It's great, isn't it? That's my kebab. It's an old family recipe. Bring me some good fish fillets and I'll teach you. Alright. There doesn't seem to be anything to do here in his camp. What else do we have out here? I think we've discovered, no, not quite the end of the town. There really is so much to this map, but it looks like we are blocked from entering here as well. What is this place? This path leads to the mountain fort. No entry is permitted. Alright. There's spikes here, but they don't hurt me. Following the northern perimeter of the town. Oh, it looks like I was notified that another corpse has been delivered by the donkey. So we can make our way back. I see something here in the woods. I found a mushroom. Okay. There's several. Let's take a look at the map here. Where are we exactly? Alright, we've pretty much checked out the entire northern section of the village. Looks like there might be something else to explore to the west of the graveyard. And we're back in the heart of the village here. Let's speak with everybody. Hi, I'm Corey. I'm the graveyard keeper. Nice to meet you. If you need some stone materials, I'll be happy to help you. For wooden materials, you can visit my brother, Tress. Okay, we do actually need to get some wooden materials, but I don't see his brother anywhere. Let's see who this is. Good day, sir. We sell the finest dairy products in the village. Do you have any fresh beef? Oh no, sir. The cows are our friends. We're not like those folks from the town. I bet they even eat human flesh. It seems like they do. They think they're smarter than us, but I think they're just barbarians. Okay. The day-night cycle is very quick. Luckily, we don't have to go to sleep every night. Alright, it looks like everyone's going to be in their houses at this time of night. So why don't we head back and bury that body? I feel like there's a lot of different branching quest lines that I'm losing track of. I know as we bury bodies, we get certificates and they're worth money, but I'm forgetting what we have to do first in order to be able to sell those certificates. I'm sure for a while I'll be just going back and forths talking to NPCs as I kind of learn. And I'm seeing now that over time the bodies kind of deteriorate, so you have to eventually get back and perform the autopsies. We can extract this flesh, because why not? Perform the autopsy and take the body. Wonder what happens if I bury it in the grave that I dug up earlier today. Let's try. This seems blasphemous. But no, I was awarded a burial certificate. Okay. So that's done. Let's look at the known NPCs again. Everything is kind of locked behind something. I'm not sure what to do. Let's see, I do have an axe. Let me go and repair. I guess the condition is fine. Let's try to cut down a tree. Okay, this is a shovel. And interesting, that gives us wooden sticks. Okay, I can cut down trees outside of my graveyard. We get logs and sticks. What can I do with this log? I'm able to pick it up. Let's bring it to a workbench here. That doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, okay. So I can unlock the ability to create these flitch and wood billet. I'm gonna take this log somewhere else. Let's go up here. Okay, so we can store logs. And what goes here? Stones. Okay. I think I missed something. I don't exactly understand how to craft. Oh, okay. So the workbenches are kind of respective to the locations that you're in. It looks like I'm able to craft something different here. I'd like to see how to craft wood planks. Oh, these are... okay, never mind. That's for crafting things for our house. Oh. I can't select that for the grindstone. Maybe I need some sort of... Oh. Jerry's back. He says, "The Inquisitor. I've just seen the Inquisitor right nearby, going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, Sard, he'll kill me, or even worse. Calm down, I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on this hill that will help me get home." Where's the Inquisitor? I feel like I'm getting sidetracked. I'll look for him later. I think I need some kind of workbench for wood. Maybe there's a shop in town for that and I can bring my logs there. I don't think there's any trouble in carrying a log. It doesn't seem to slow me down. So I'm just gonna grab this and go into town with it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cut people's trees down in town. You've unlocked a new technology and got Inquisitor's Joy. Oh, and there's the Inquisitor, I assume. Someone says, "Everything is ready, Monsieur." Good. Were there any problems? No, Monsieur. Except there was this strange fella snooping around. Oh, there he is. Halt. Guys, calm down. I live here at the graveyard, and I'm just carrying my log in my hands. He called us guys. Why, he's a cultist for certain, Monsignor. I'm the graveyard keeper, or I know the bishop. I think I'll go with the bishop. You know, the bishop is a good friend of mine. He appointed me as the keeper of the local graveyard. Interesting, but I can believe you're a friend of his, though it's not terribly impressive feat. Just pay him a compliment as he's your friend. But appointing someone to the graveyard is certainly outside his area of responsibility. I'll have to visit him and remind him again of the limits of his authority. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Sure. It would be my honor. So how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? Let me dodge. Well, it just happened. There's nothing special to say. You're definitely hiding something, and I'll find out what. Here I am, the Great Inquisitor. I protect the one true faith in humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town. The ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. Your graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark cult is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises with it in my soul. We've burned thousands of witches and heretics for 30 years, and it's only the beginning. Burn the witch. Light the fire. We have a circle of people around, a cloaked figure at a post, and they burn them. Everybody cheers. So you work with a lot of dead bodies, huh? Yes, I think it's part of my job. And you live right beside the hill near the graveyard, that right? Yes. Interesting. You know, I need someone to be my friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. I don't trust the villagers. They don't go to the church, and even refuse to lay in their graves after death. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. so I can either agree or decline to be his friend. I think I'm gonna go with agree because it's not exactly the most decisive decision yet. I might as well stay on his good side. Sure, it'll be a pleasure to be your friend. And the witch is now burned to a crisp. He says, a wise choice. Friendship is based on trust and goodwill. To earn my trust and to be a friend of the Inquisition, you'll first have to show your goodwill. So I have a couple of minor tasks for you. And I'm still carrying my log as I ask, what kind of tasks? Everything in due time. Today is a day of wrath, not a day of sweating the minor details. We can talk the next cycle, or any other cycle. I like to come here. There's no other place where I can feel my holy wrath so deeply. Okay. Let's leave him be for now. Okay, so this is definitely insightful. I'm starting to understand a bit more, although it's still very little. But I'm going to focus on the objective at hand, which is to try and turn this log into planks. So let's just go back down. And cross through our wheat field again. Run through some of the wheat. Oh, here comes the donkey with another corpse, so we better be quick. Let me see if I can find some kind of lumber mill. I see an axe here. There's a couple places with an axe. Can't interact with that. Nor can I interact with this one. Wonder if my map has any information. Oh, it looks like there's a logger up to the north side of the village. Somewhere here? It doesn't show where I am on the map. Here he is. Hi, I'm Tress. I'm the graveyard keeper. Nice to meet you. If you need some wooden materials, I'll be happy to help you. For stone materials, you can visit my brother, Corey. They're definitely brothers. Okay, so he does have the wooden wedges. But things all have a price. Oh, I can actually sell him. Okay, let's put this log down. I can actually sell him my sticks for 6 copper. And that allows me to buy the wood wedges, which I do need. Let's get 1. Or, let's get as many as we can. I don't think I'm following here. It looks like it's 6 for 1 copper, so I can only get 1. Oh, no, I can get 2. Or, yes, 2. Okay, so we finally figured out how to make some money, which is great. I think we're probably about to have to go bury a body, so I'm going to go back, and while we're over there, I'm going to just collect a bunch of sticks and sell. Let me see how much money he actually has before I get too many. There could be potentially a cap. He has 70. And I think it's, what is it, 2 gold per stick? So we could probably afford to get somewhere in the range of 30 sticks. And I'm sure by then I'll be beyond tired. Might not even finish that tonight. let's head back. I'm starting to understand the flow of this game. So, I haven't played too much Stardew Valley, but in that game, your stamina pretty much requires you to go home every single night, unless you, drink something. I didn't quite play that much, but I never really liked that. And I do think I'll give Stardew Valley another chance. But I think I prefer this, where it's kind of random, that there's times that you'll have to just go back and do something that will eventually expire. Since these corpses do have a percentage on them, and I don't know exactly what happens when you fail to bury them before, I guess, they expire. But I think I enjoy that more. There's something to do when you come back instead of just, you have to just go to sleep. So, yeah, I like that. Alright, we've got a new gravesite. And yeah, there still is stamina, but, you can last a couple of nights if you're not doing too much work. I think that's pretty nice. So there is another burial certificate. I'm going to, let me see if I can cut down the dead bushes without requiring technology in the graveyard. Yeah, so this actually will help the quality of my graveyard. And I also am able to sell these sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and get as much as I can before I get tired. We might be able to get this last one here. And now we have 15 sticks. So I'll go to sleep, and in the morning I'll get another 15 and we'll have 30. And you never know, we might wake up to Yorick, the genie, or I guess the ghost. He looked like a genie, but I think in the context of the story, he's probably a ghost. And there he is. Good. It's so much nicer without him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad though. I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red skulls, and good deeds are white skulls. Even the best decorations can't make graveyard a peaceful place. Let me try to understand what this is saying. Oh, and it's gone. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, that's about me right now. I'm sure you don't. You better take good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. Okay, so this tutorial is covering that information now. It says all human remains have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse gets its skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's skull by removing organs and embalming. Interesting. The main way to increase your graveyard's okay, so there's red and white skulls, which is the sins and good deeds. And then there's like a skull with a green wreath, or what is it called? Wreath. And that's like the beauty score. It says the main way to increase your graveyard's beauty score is to decorate graves with objects that have more, and then it's just a wreath icon with no skull. So the score is represented with the skull and the wreath, but the points that you get from certain decorative items is just the wreath icon itself. Each line that has both a white skull and a green wreath counts as one beauty wreath skull. I wish there was like names for these. Lines that have red never count, but you need to fill them with green to reach skull lines. Okay. Let me see if I can understand this. So if you have a sin, then a wreath does not really do anything. Okay, I see. But if you have a skull and a wreath, then you get one combined point. Okay, that makes sense. So if your character has a lot of sins, then the wreaths won't do anything until they actually stack up to the good deeds skulls, and then they start to count. Now, up here in this corner, this part I don't really understand. There's like a percentage, and you can change their... Okay, so you can maybe remove organs and embalm them, and different scores change here. Anyways, I think we'll figure that out over time, but I'm getting the notification that we have another body, so let's figure out what's up with this body. Maybe we can interact with this a little better and understand what we're looking at. What is this, by the way? We'll check that out later. Alright, I'm gonna put the body there. So he has one sin and two good deeds. Oh, I see. So the percentage of their... Okay, this makes sense. So that percentage score is the body's, like, quality, I guess. As they rot, you start to lose skulls, and it seems like the good deeds come first. So if you leave them too long, they just become evil. It's very gamified, but I love that. That's fun. Okay, so if you take their body parts, it subtracts from the top as well. So we're kind of dooming them to be more negative, I suppose, if we take some of their flesh. I don't know if we're supposed to do that, or what exactly. It seems like we gain monetary rewards from it, but it's possibly bad for the corpses and their spirits. Anyways, not our problem today. I'm just gonna bury this fellow. Here you go. Alright, and so all of our grave sites are still a -1, which makes sense. Let's try to clear out the rest of this mess. So that one doesn't give us more sticks. Oh, it did. It gave us a stick. And we also gain experience. Yeah, it's interesting. This game reminds me of the show Over the Garden Wall. It's like well, I don't want to spoil the show if you haven't seen it, but there's definitely a lot of mystery and questions regarding life and death. And it's fun. When I first saw this, I thought it might just be like a farming simulator game, similar to, all the ones that you know. And it is. The gameplay aspect is very much similar, but there's a lot of kind of curious qualities, and I like when things don't behave as you'd expect, because it takes the standard kind of formula of a game and it makes it more intriguing. It makes you more, I guess when the gameplay is predictable, it's less enticing to continue forwards. But at the same sense, predictable gameplay, it does make things easier to pick up on, and just overall makes the game more user-friendly. So you want to find a balance. Oh, it says the tool has broken. All right, let me go fix that. Oh, hold on. The bishop's here, but I'm just gonna ignore him, to be honest, and go fix my shovel. But yeah, as I was saying, you want to find a balance in games, like when you're creating a game, to make the gameplay kind of predictable and easy to pick up on. But then you want to sort of mix in like creativity and originality into those predictable cycles so that it's intriguing. And I'm definitely getting that feeling from this game. It's intriguing. There's a little bit of mystery, but it's not just lore. It's also there's mystery behind the gameplay mechanics themselves, and so yeah, I like that. I think I can be a bit of a game critic, and so far this one is passing the test. I'm not remembering where the blacksmith is. Oh, he's down south. How do I get there? Maybe he's over here. Okay, this is the bridge. So I have passed him. Or have I? I don't know if I've seen this area here, down below the cliffside. I think he's down here, yes. Alright, I don't think I need to talk to him. Let's just fix our shovel. Great. And we got our whetstone back. Its durability is at a 90%, so that's still pretty good. I wonder if there is bushes out here that I can destroy. Doesn't look like it. Maybe eventually, I wonder if eventually we'll be able to repair our tools in our graveyard. But I'm thinking no. I think that's kind of the whole point of having different shops in the town. But I do suspect that maybe we'll get a higher quality tool eventually. And I'm just realizing that my character is about to pass out. Or I don't know what happens when you get too tired. Can I eat this food? Okay. Gave me a little bit of energy. I have a health score that went down a little. Alright, let's eat all of our food. We can eat flowers as well. Not sure where I found those. Just want enough so that I can bury this next corpse that's coming in. Because I suspect if I fall asleep while the corpse is on the ground, that when I wake up, it'll be... it'll have... I don't know what to say about it. Does it rot, or I guess just disintegrate? It'll be gone. It'll be nasty. Nastier than it is. Alright, he's taking his sweet time to get here. I can cut a few bushes down while I wait. Okay, this gives us logs, which is not useful. I don't see a way to sell the logs, otherwise I'd be collecting those too. he's arrived now. Let's get this guy, and I think what I'm going to try this time is just, well, do I even need to... Okay, I don't actually have to autopsy the body, so we can, without actually taking any flesh from the body, we can just go straight to burying him. So we'll open a new gravesite. Dig this up quickly. It looks like I'm going to be very close with my energy. And we'll plant him here. Alright. I'm going to leave the bishop alone. We'll just have a chat another day. I'm sure he's got some things to say about me. Telling that other guy that we were friends, he probably got in trouble or something. The characters in the game feel very alive, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was some dialogue like that. Alright, so Yorick has not surprised us today. I'm gonna take a look here again. What do I need to open this? I see that Snake is still right behind this wall. And I need 8 more wooden wedges and 2 wooden planks. So I think that's our main objective here, is to get enough money to get all those materials and talk to Snake. From what I remember, Snake is going to help us to get the meat stamps so that we can start making the real deal money. So I have 18 sticks. I'm going to try to get up to 30, but I'm just going to go on the way and dig what I find. We'll see how much money that brings us. There's several bushes here. It's interesting that they're willing to pay for sticks in this economy. There's quite a few here. Looks like we actually can repair tools at the base. So, we don't have to go to the blacksmith after all. I might need to do that soon. Alright, we have 38 wooden sticks, more than I need. Now it's our long trek back to the, I guess he's a lumberjack. I feel like as soon as I turn the microphone on and start recording videos, I just forget the words for things. Let's see, maybe his role is somewhere in the character chart. Not seeing it. Oh, there's Corey. What was his name? Corey's a mason. And Tress, the local carpenter. Okay, now I know his official name. The game has these like persistent footsteps when you walk through dirt, and I think they're all mine, but I'd be curious to see if they also show other people's. Maybe we should pay more attention to that. Alright, I believe Tress is who we're looking for. Oh, don't tell me. The carpenter. And he's up here to the north. He's gonna buy our sticks. And perhaps make some fine furniture, some stick furniture. may have passed him already. Yes, I have. Where is he? Not here. It's interesting. I get very confused without seeing my marker on the map. We passed by the camp. Okay. So he's further to the left here. I think left and then up. Don't know how I would have missed him the first time. There he is. Okay, let's sell our sticks. We'll sell all 38. Oh, so it's actually only one piece of copper per stick. And we need 8 wedges. That'll run us 26 copper. But I'm not seeing the planks. Oh, so I need to get tier 2 vendor in order to unlock the planks. Does he have any quests for us? No. So, does he give us like more reputation as we sell things? Let me just check that. Okay, so I can dig up sticks in other places. I'm also noticing that the log I left on the ground a while ago is still here. I don't think he wants to buy that though. Oh, so, what is the wood repair kit for? I can buy them. I'm gonna sell the ones that I have for 62 copper. And that does actually give us more reputation. And walking away, I think there's something where the money goes back up. Because right now it's at 8. Maybe you have to complete an action. No. Let me get one of these back. Because I'm wondering if maybe I need to use that to... I don't know. It seems like there should be a faster way to do this. What else do we have to do? It's quite the sprawling trail of tasks. Okay. I mean, we're almost halfway there. Do you think I can get enough sticks? Oh, there's a bunch of logs up here. I don't think I can take any. Who is this guy? The woodcutter. Okay. He says, don't even think about cutting trees here. I paid a lot for the village. I paid a lot to the village for the right to chop the trees around here. And I gotta tell you, it's hard work. If only I had a better axe. What if I brought you one? I haven't made much money yet. I don't even have a house. But I can teach you my old family recipe. It's a nice pasta. It'll help keep your stamina while you're working. Okay. Does he let us buy... No, we have to bring him an axe. Okay, we can't cut any trees here. It won't even allow us. this lady. I think the main thing I need to do is just sell sticks. I'll cut all these down. Perhaps by tomorrow the carpenter will have more money. Okay, we have 12 sticks right now. How much did we get? I think we'll need probably around 60 to get level 2. Just go as far as I can here. Seems like you can kind of stay awake indefinitely. See if this gives us sticks or logs. Okay, it gives us, I guess, more sticks. And we can eat these flowers while we're here. So it expends 1 energy to pick up a flower, but then they give you 3 energy back. Hope this lady doesn't mind that I'm just kind of eating her flowers out of her garden. What am I doing here? What? I have no idea what I've done. Okay, let's quickly eat. This almost feels like it's just a cycle. Like you can't really eat enough flowers to do anything. It's almost just to get you home, maybe. Wait, when did I get honey? Oh. Interesting. So this is a beehive. That's lucky. I just kind of by chance got honey, which is something I need. So maybe we'll get some money that way as well. Although I guess I really don't need money. I just need reputation with the woodworker, the carpenter. Either way, let's get some sleep. I'm gonna bring the honey to the person that asked for it. I wonder if they just needed 1 or if they needed multiple. Alright, off to bed. Woke up and I'm so refreshed. Alright, who needed the honey? I'm sure there was someone, right, that wanted honey? Oh, 5 honey pots to dig. And that's for making a cake. So I wonder if there's more than 1 tree that gives you honey, or if we just have to continue to check that beehive once per day. Either way, I need to get my 60 sticks. Let's focus on the task at hand. And we'll just pass by the... Oh, no, not this one. And maybe this does give us sticks. Yeah, not quite a log. Alright, these are probably more worthwhile. 4. We'll be done in no time. Alright, we have 15 left to go. Just a couple more of these. Those bushes don't cut. It's kind of cute, the items just follow you around until you pick them up. Alright, we need 8 more. Two more. And that makes 60. So I wonder what people think about the no fast traveling in this game. Like, I do like how big the world is. I'm still trying to figure out if I enjoy having to walk back and forwards. It seems like the game uses all the walking as a way to kind of inject story points. Like, as you're walking around, different things happen. So that's good. It doesn't get too boring. But hopefully there's like a way to do this faster over time. Or maybe there's tools and storage that will save you trips. Who am I looking for? Okay. Let's try to remember. I think he's up this way. Yes. He's probably already gone to sleep though. No, he's still out. Okay, thank you. Let's sell these. Wow, okay. Not quite where we need to be yet. So I think we're gonna have to do this for like 2 more days. I also feel like either the price went down on those or I'm just not paying attention. Let's check the honey. Let's check the beehive. Okay, there's no honey there now. I guess we can look for moths while we're here. Interesting. It's letting me talk to a rock. Oh. Okay, Corey was just invisible temporarily. He was just sitting on a rock. Oh, I see another beehive. This is definitely an exhausting task. Oh, we got another honey. We got some berries here. So the energy potions give you a lot. It's also giving me sort of Animal Crossing vibes. Like, you can kind of just walk around and there's little things to do everywhere. It's relatively straightforward too. It's pretty much just go up to something and hold the F key. Who's this guy? This is a shepherd. He doesn't want to talk. Still just looking for the moths. That's for the fishing rod. Was there a specific place that I was supposed to look for them? I can't really remember now. say. Maybe they're more near the lighthouse. There's lots of fruit trees. No moths here. Is it maybe a seasonal thing? I think he might have mentioned that. It's possible that we'll be waiting quite a while before we get the fishing rod. Let me ask him if he's got any advice on where to find honey. Oh, he sells different types of oils and seeds, but no info on the honey. Now I know where to look, though. Well, I know what to look for. I don't know where to look. It's possible that we'll find one in this forest. Maybe the honey trees, well, like the trees with the beehives, look a little different. Oh, I guess we still haven't looked off to the left side of the graveyard. Here's another beehive. Trees seem to be pretty much the same. Actually, this beehive has already been extracted. Alright, let's continue back to the base. I'll go to sleep, and then we'll try looking out to the left. It's anything like the traditional Stardew format, I think we're gonna have most of the stuff we need to do off to the right side. But you never know. Alright, let's take a quick nap. Oh, my health is actually going up as well. I didn't realize that I'd hurt myself. Alright, let's pass the church. I've never gone this way. Oh, that's right. There's the broken bridge. And we can actually repair it with nails and a few planks. Let's go north and see if there's more up this way. Oh, I think these are some fireflies or moths. No, can't catch these. Okay. Another mound, and I see some bats. Oh, there's a beehive up here. I wonder if these bats are gonna be hostile. Yeah. They're not too bad. Alright, they're done, and I can harvest my honey. That's 3 of 5. What else do we have up here? There's a blocked path. Same kind of deal. We need to use materials to access it. And I'm spotting another beehive here. It looks like they're kind of scattered all over the place, and they're all 5 of them kind of require you to explore the whole world. What is this? It's a broken apiary. There's sort of like piles of junk here I can take apart. Oh, wait a minute. That gave me flitch. Okay. So not quite the wooden planks that we want, but... oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Flitch and metal scraps. It's like a scrap pile. That's pretty nice. Oh, we also got bat wings. Hopefully I have not been neglecting any corpses. I feel like I have not checked in a while. Let's just make sure we're being thorough here. Looking for the beehives. It's a very strange looking rock here. It requires technology. I don't know if this is like a dried up river or what, but... Oh, it is. There's a dam. Okay. Lots of like end game stuff that I can see we'll be eventually doing, and they'll probably change the world. This will probably all be river one day. And my shovel is broken. Alright. So this is right above my house. Oh, I see. We probably don't want to unblock that dam. It'll just flood our house. And once again, I have to go to sleep. I'm being hesitant to like drink my mana, or not the mana potions, the energy potions, because something tells me that we'll really want those later. But we'll see. If I get a bunch of them, I'll start to use those instead. For now, though, I'm gonna just put some of my materials into the chest here. Okay, what is this? I have a story. I don't know what that is. I think we can keep the rest here. Oh, that's right, we can cook. There's raw meat. I don't really want to make that. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can make. So you can make 3 sandwiches that give you 20 energy each. Seems like, I think what's going to happen is you're going to start wandering further away from your house, and you'll just have to bring food to stay energized. And I like that. That sounds like a fun reason to make food instead of just, you know, just to make it. Now that I think about it, I bet you that Stardew Valley probably has a similar mechanic, and I just never gave that a chance. Seems like a good formula for this kind of gameplay. Okay, this is right. Not relevant to us now. So what are we doing here? I still need more sticks. I forgot I can repair my shovel up here. Let's do that instead of making the long trip. Okay, shovel and whetstone. And I still saw a bunch of these dead bushes here. looks like we'll probably need maybe 100 sticks in order to gain that reputation. We're about a fifth of the way there. If it was money, I'd probably try to do something more profitable, like perhaps the stone is a little bit more valuable. But it's reputation. Got a bunch of bats here. Oh, they're actually hurting me a good bit. And that is quite exhausting too. That's funny, I'm probably about to have to go to sleep again. Let me just see if I can get any more of these dead bushes. That seems to be everything. There's a stump here. This might give us a log though, yeah. Might as well bring one back home. And put it in our log storage. Okay. Back to sleep. It's just quite an exhausting 5-minute day. Oh, so every night I just now noticed this. I don't know if this is every night or if I just caught it for the first time, but it seems like the cycle, the day cycle changes. So there's a male and a female, some kind of sun and moon. This one almost looks like the quake symbol and like a angel ring from Minecraft. I know that there's like certain things, certain days that matter, but yeah, I guess that's probably a long way from now before any of that is like retained in my mind. I wonder if it's like Stardew where the days actually, like, what am I trying to say? You know, eventually it's day 10, day 20, if they count forwards or they just loop. I feel like for me, personally, I would prefer a loop where it's not necessarily, you know, a year has passed. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just don't like the feeling of games where if you take your time, you end up getting punished and things, you know, things happen that you miss. I understand there's certain quests like that are time sensitive, and that doesn't necessarily bother me. But you know, I definitely just want to wander around and look at things and not worry that I'm gonna screw up, you know, the progression. So far, I haven't gotten that impression. I do really want to play Stardew again, though. I only gave it probably a couple of hours and gave up. But I've been really wanting to check it out again. I think it just had its 10-year anniversary. So there's probably a ton of content. And everybody loves the game so much. I feel like maybe I'm misunderstanding it. Alright, we are at 62 sticks, so we probably just gonna have to keep digging until we pass out and the shovel is about to break again. I think I'll be able to clear out this top section at least. Definitely getting a lot of experience. I forget who I'm supposed. Maybe it was the bishop that lets me do something with that experience. That might help me survive, last a little bit longer out here. Okay, we're gonna cut this down. I'm I'm gonna risk it and go for this one as well. Alright. Very, very tired. I wouldn't be surprised if when you pass out, you lose all of your unclaimed experience. That would be pretty bad, because I have not used any of it. So we're gonna run on home. Okay, we just got a new body. It's kind of unfortunate timing. Let's eat our berries and handle this body. It's actually a great amount of energy for those berries. I'm gonna autopsy them just to get an idea of what we're looking at. You know, they might have eventually introduce like a new body part. So I'm not gonna be taking the flesh right now until I actually know what that's doing for me. But for now, I'll just check them and see if maybe there's some new progression. In this case, there wasn't. Alright. I'm wondering how quickly this graveyard is going to fill up, and if we're supposed to eventually take the bodies out, or if we expand the graveyard. But that's done. We got another certificate. We have 6 now. Let's get our energy back. And we still have... I might be able to get a few more sticks here before I go to sleep. I do think I've cleared out most of this area, though. Yeah. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong. I feel like I'm trying to brute force the snake progression line. Maybe there's something else that I can sell to the carpenter. I think we're just gonna make our way over there and see what our progression with him is like. Oh, here's the bishop. Okay, he's not gonna talk to us until he's at the church. That's quite funny. Alright, do I notice him making footprints? I don't think you make any on the stone. So he comes on the... is this the sun? This is the Sunday. And here he goes. Let's have a chat with him again. Okay, so he's just waiting on us to fix the graveyard. Just repair all the graves. It wouldn't take me even an hour, but it's your job. And then it's reminding you how to do this. Okay, so I think this is, wait, to repair the graves. Oh, I've never actually looked at this. Okay, so there's fix gravestone with a stone repair kit. So there's already a gravestone, but it's damaged. And then there's a stone engraved fence that is, it's damaged. Okay, so the gravestone's ruined and the stone engraved fence is damaged. I see. You know what? Let me do that now. I think, I'm gonna go and get the stone repair kit and leave it in this trunk. But, well, I probably will just end up using it all. But yeah, I'm seeing the cycle now, so we'll get the money from the woodworker to eventually unlock planks, and we'll use that money to buy the stone repair kits. And those stone repair kits will fix our graveyard, and then we can progress with the bishop. So it's kind of tying together now. I guess there's also wooden repair kits for the cheaper graveyards, or the cheaper graves, but we'll start with the stone ones. Let's fix this. And it looks a lot better now. We can also fix the fence, but it's not detracting from our appeal, so I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Okay, so I see, that's what the repair kits are for. Maybe I shouldn't have sold those. We'll just fix what we can. Alright, and we are out of repair kits. So the quality is now at a -16. We need a 5 score. So next Sunday, we'll hope to have a score of 5. So yeah, we'll go and sell these items, get money, and continue to repair them. Now just let me check really quick. I think we can also build... no? Okay, you can add a gravestone and add a grave fence to the grave. Interesting. Very interesting. And I guess you can dig up the bodies and replace them if you get a permit for a body that comes in with a better score. I see. This is very it's very inhumane, I guess is the word. Method of, restoring beauty to your graveyard, but we're not here to question, we're just here to get the work done. Let's look up here. Need a drink of water. Starting to lose my voice. Okay, we've been up here before. There are lots of bushes we can dig up. No, and I broke my shovel again. Definitely be beneficial to get a nicer shovel soon, or maybe a couple of shovels. But now we know where to go to get all our sticks. Is there a run? Let me check the controls. That'd be pretty funny if I could run and I have just been walking. No, okay. It's just walking. He does move at a pretty brisk pace. I can't blame him. I think while we're here, we can repair our shovel, and then I'll do the axe as well. And then we'll go to sleep. And then we might be able to knock out everything on one trip. Is there anything else that I need to repair? Not really. Alright, let's do this. We are a man with a plan. Okay, let's go. Back up. It's getting quite misty out today. Reminds me of Misty Island from Jack and Daxter. Can we check out this corpse? No. Okay. Some kind of calendar back here, some ancient calendar. I wonder if these bushes come back or if this will be my last, eventually I'll have to find something more profitable to make money with. Let's see, I do think that these trees over here cut down into sticks still. Yep. We'll have to go through all these now. I think I tried that one already. Alright, let's do all of these big trees. Or mid-sized trees. I guess these aren't even mid-sized. This is still a young tree. Alright, we are at over 100 sticks. I think that should be enough. But I'll go ahead and pick up more along the way. Because why not? I wonder if this game was made by an indie developer or if it was a team. Well, I know it's an indie game, but I guess I mean a solo developer or a team. It's pretty impressive. It's a lot of thoughtful game mechanics. The art style is nice. The animations are simple but enjoyable. The music is high quality, you know? It's not the kind of music I would just listen to in my free time, but alright, we are back. All 118 sticks. Okay. Wait. Oh, he's got a silver coin now. I can sell this too. Alright, we are almost there. I think we finished this. I'm going to buy some repair kits. Oh, maybe this actually will get me there. Can I buy all of these? No, I don't have a silver coin. I can buy 2. Alright. And let's see if I can buy a stone repair kit. Where was his brother? Just across the way. I doubt I have enough money now. Oh, he doesn't actually sell stone repair kits. I wonder where I'm supposed to get those. Either way, we have 2. And our honey is restocked. So I think this gives us 5 honey now. That's right. Alright, we'll be able to go and make our cake. I think we'll save that for the end here. I'm so fixated on getting those wooden planks. I guess I should have saved some money though, because I don't know how much they're gonna cost. But we can go and repair some of our tombstones, or the fences, and go to sleep, repair our tools, and and repeat once more. Alright, so some of our tombs are actually... What are they? Not tombs, they're graves. Some of them are now netting positive appeal. Some are neutral. That was actually the last neutral one. And that used an entire repair kit, actually. So you need 2. Okay, we can repair the fence for 1. That's quite expensive. But it is looking better. We are at a negative 14 quality, which, you know, it's a start. I'm gonna wander down south here because I'm betting there's quite a few different trees here that I have yet to cut down. Or did I say... I guess I need to go and repair my tools with the remainder of the energy I have. Let's see what we can do. They're doing fine. I don't want to use anything up yet. Just go to sleep. I'm realizing that in order to save the game, you do need to sleep, so that's good to know. Where can I go now to get more wood? It seems like I've exhausted every location. Can I cut this old tree down? No. Is there anything out this way? Okay. It doesn't give me sticks, but it lets me plant something. I don't have anything to plant. Oh, I'm seeing there's more here. Okay. There's a good bit of, oh, what is this? It's a burned down cabin. Okay, I think we'll have enough, enough wood from this section to finish the job. I wonder what this area is. Maybe this was the quote-unquote witch's house. It's kind of grim. I'm sure there's some sort of conspiracy. Interesting. There's a body buried here. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that obviously the witch burning people are not the best guys. I mean, I would assume, you know, I guess maybe there's a chance that in this universe there really are witches. It would make sense, to be honest. But I'm curious to find out the story of who was burned there. Such cheerful music. Okay, we can't go this way. I don't think we can go this way. So there's not as much wood here as I wanted. Just gotta keep a keen eye out for those mid-sized trees. It's pretty much gonna be our saving grace here. Here's one. Can I get down here? I think I may have already been down there. Here's another one. Oh yeah, there's more to the map. I think this is blocked off actually. Seems to be some kind of coal or iron. It looks like a coal deposit. Just gonna kind of take all these guys' trees. I hope they don't mind. We're at 40. Alright, that's everything here. One small one here, kind of hiding behind this large tree. That was really loud. Alright, that one gave us a stick and a log. Just kind of making myself at home, cutting down everyone's trees. I'm getting tired. Let's eat our mushrooms. Any trees over here? We're really cutting it close. Oh, here we go. Here's some bushes. I guess I didn't really look for anything to cut down by the lighthouse. It's very possible that there's more over there. Mid-sized tree here. Oh, there's a good amount here. This should do the job. We're at 64. If I cut all these down, I might take one of those energy potions. Yeah, just save us a trip here. See how the axe is doing. It's probably gonna give out. Still holding out. This might be the last one. It's doing all right. I think we can get another one in. Yeah, maybe one more. All right, that was very high yield. We're at 93. Energy's still doing good. So one more mid-sized tree here. This is more like a bush. Alright, and the axe is pretty much about to break. I think that's gonna be enough sticks. Let's, where do we go to repair this again? Look at the map. It's over to this side, I think. There's the pond, yeah. Oh, the grindstone is somewhere else. It's down here. We'll just go home one more time. We need to repair, and I don't want to use another potion. Alright. Let's repair with the last bit of energy we have. Shovel as well. Almost passed out there. And to sleep. Alright. Hopefully this is our last run. Oh, huh. Okay, so I'm just now realizing that the XP we have is to unlock technologies. Okay, so wait a minute. I see. I was, in fact, overlooking something, but that being said, I got all the XP for doing that. It looks like we can actually craft wood planks. How, though? How indeed? Wait, where was that? Out here. Yeah, I don't know. Let me unlock something else. Wait. Oh. The picture, I guess, indicates... Oh, chopping spot. Okay, I should really just read. So at a chopping spot, we can create wood planks. That being said, I've gone through all the trouble. If you're still awake, you're probably waiting for me to finish this adventure up. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're going to unlock level 2 carpenter. Whatever it takes. We're almost there. I think I see a few chopping spots. Alright, hello Mr. Carpenter. I have 102 sticks to sell you. And, oh, okay, so we've reached level 2. It says the vendor will unlock this tier of items tomorrow. That's great. So, what we can do is, while we're here, we'll go ahead and give the old man his 5 honey. It's only a few minutes away. I guess I mean in-game minutes, because we are already here. Alright, here's the honey. Sweet, dude. What about that cake recipe? Just remember, a cake can never be too sweet. Sweetness can help you see things from other points of view, so you can learn more. That's interesting. You've unlocked a new technology and got create cake. Alright. let's see, where is that? I'm really starting to understand this menu now. Yeah. Wow, there is so much to this game. So if we go to cookery, there's cake. And I guess the cooking doesn't really have a skill tree per se. It's just, you know, you just unlock each one. The rest of them are sort of trees, but the cooking is just individual blocks. So the cake says effect on use plus 95 energy. Circumspect. I guess it's a perk, and it says you get extra points when studying new items crafted at oven or professional oven. Very cool. It doesn't show me the recipe. I guess everything is... Oh, I guess you have to go to those locations to see the recipe. Very well. Okay. So, the last things I want to do is check out the... we need to either look at a circular saw, a carpenter's workbench, or a workbench level 2. I think the carpenter, or the... Yeah, is he a carpenter? I think he had a workbench. So let me just see if I can actually craft these planks myself. Where did he go? Where am I? I think he's up here. No. Oh, this is his brother. So let's go this way. He's just wide awake in the middle of the night. Alright, is this a workbench? Oh, maybe this. No? Interesting. So, I'm not seeing a carpenter's workbench. Which maybe suggests to me that after all, we made the right choice leveling up our carpenter. I see a pottery wheel down here. Let's go to sleep. Oh, I'm not tired at all. How did that happen? Interesting. Let's review our NPCs here. Make sure we're all caught up. I have not seen a single moth. Yeah, so I don't actually know where I could find a carpenter's workbench. But I think the last thing we can really do here before kind of opening up a new adventure is to unlock that level 2 trader. Let me check my inventories again. I wonder if I've stashed anything in a place that I'm forgetting. Okay. Oh, there is a wood repair kit here. I'll take that. And we do have a basic cooking table. I've already reviewed that. So, the workbench... I bet you that's inside the carpenter's house, or his office, I guess, his workshop. So, yeah, it's hard to say if I've made the right choices or not. But while we're here, we can use this wooden repair kit to fix this wooden cross. Or no, we can't do that one. Interesting. We can do this one. Alright, and that used up the whole thing. So we get a little more value there and spend some energy. However, we no longer need to go to sleep because the next day has started. And we can go back and talk to our friend. This guy has been getting a lot of our business. A lot of long nights. Cutting down trees, walking back and forwards. Just to get our planks. I'm just curious. Yeah, I don't think I will. We'll see if I have enough money. I don't think I will have enough money here. But now that we're going to be able to buy planks, I think the next thing to do is to just look who buys anything. Because there's definitely a lot of rocks that we can use to collect stones, and I'm sure we can sell those to the mason. And then we'll eventually be able to get some planks and go talk to Snake. Alright. Yes, so we've seen the price now. They are 24 for a single plank. So I can buy one exactly. Very nice. Alright. I think the last thing I want to do before going to sleep, this time in real life, is to check out just how many planks we need again. And actually, while I'm here, let me just try and chip at a rock and see if we get any money for bringing the mason stones. Surely there will be one or two up here somewhere. Okay, we got 3 pieces of stone. Don't go inside yet. And we can sell, wow, we can sell 3 stones for 62 copper. All right, let me just take all these stones behind his house before we leave, since I am full on energy. It seems like this burns a little more energy perhaps, or maybe, I'm not sure why they're so much more valuable. You would think it would take more energy, but it doesn't seem to be doing too much, at least. It seems to be worth the price. My guess is maybe there are less stones to harvest. We can't take those. Alright, let's sell him 11 stones. That's gonna give us a lot of money. I'm trying to remember how many planks we needed, because it would be nice to just get them all now. Let's check him out. Oh, and he's actually all sold out of planks. Alright. Well, on that note, we're getting a notification to go and bury a new body. So I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll check the basement to see how many planks we need. I think we'll call it a day there. Hey there, donkey. He doesn't want to talk. let's check out this guy here. See if he's got any special organs. Nothing special. Let's go ahead and bury him. It's unfortunate because as you bury more bodies, you actually lose appeal, curb appeal, I guess. Because they have a -1 effect if they have no decorations. Let me just review again. Oh, so you need to buy gravestones, which I guess we get from the mason. Maybe I should have done that instead. Alright, lastly, we're gonna go look one more time at the price to remove this rubble. Go into our basement. And let me see if we get anything from these barrels. Okay, we do get some metal scraps. And nails. Oh, there's actually bags of flour as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this. Maybe I should have started here. Okay. So we need exactly 2 planks. So we're basically there. Alright. I guess tomorrow, that's what we'll start with. Sure, by then it'll have more planks. Hoping that by now you're very, very, very deep into sleep. I know I'm getting tired. So I think on that note, I'm going to call it a day. I'll leave the music playing for a little bit longer, and then the video will end.